No better time to welcome in the #2 player on the NFL's top 100 list, and that is Justin Jefferson. Appreciate the time, Justin. I know you're busy getting ready for the season. You're also busy cooking up something with Sleep Number. So first, can you tell me what you have going on with them and what I have to do to get my hands on a bed?
Of course. Well, first of all you need to do is know me. So as long as you know me, you can get your hands on a bed. But to partner with Sleep Number, it's been amazing. Going on my 3rd year with partnering with them. I mean, they're sponsored by the league. They have 80% of the NFL players using their beds. But it's definitely been the results have been amazing. Just seeing the different technology that they have in the bed, the ability to really check the amount of sleep that you're having each night. Being able to change the temperatures throughout the night to make it suit you, and just having that recovery. Sleep is definitely the most important aspect in recovery. So we definitely need to sleep on the best mattress.
I've seen the ad with you and Jamar Chase. Do you have something special that you're cooking up that'll be revealed a little bit later that you can tell us about?
For sure, it's the top receivers, connecting with each other, collaborating and, coming together on this commercial. Definitely, a fun experience being with them, shooting the commercial and just being around them, again, just like the college days. So we definitely cooking up something for sure.
Let's talk a little ball. I'm not sure how close attention you pay to your stats, but if you look at your receiving yards since you entered the league, you've gone up almost exactly 200 yards every year. So since you had 1,809 last season, that means 200 more. You'll get that 2K mark for the first ever time in NFL history. Did you know that? And even though now you do know, is that a goal to hit 2,000 receiving yards in a season?
I didn't know that. It just was a coincidence that I got 200 every single season. But I mean, the goal is to win. At the end of the day, the goal is to reach that big stage that we all want to get to. Of course, me getting to 2,000 yards will be amazing and a blessing for me to accomplish. But there's more than just me, out there making those plays and making things happen. And of course, I want to be on that big stage and, want to win that Super Bowl. So that's the most important thing at the moment.
When you're on that big stage and when you're putting up the numbers like you are, that always has people talking about you. There's a clip that I want to show you that has Jaire Alexander and our Pete Prisco. I don't want to spoil it for you. We're going to play it for you right now, and then I want you to tap me through it after that.
Okay, you and Justin Jefferson, game 1 against Jefferson, you didn't match up with him at all. He had a big game. The next game, you spent a lot of time on him in man coverage, and in fact, you did the gritty. Right after a play, you knocked down a ball. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, man. Hey, that was fun, man. I said all week it was a fluke. So when he came into Lambeau, he thought he was going to come in there grittying, but I was the one grittying. And that's all it was. It was just fun, You
beat him up a little bit, too. You got your hands on him a bunch. I watched a bunch of those plays.
Look, somebody had to, man. They was letting him go free all year, man. Not me. Not me.
Is there any receiver at all that you fear in the National Football League as a corner? I know the answer to this, but I'm just going to ask you that question.
Man, to be honest, it might be nobody.
Not one person?
No.
So both y'all have the shades on, so I can't see your eyes. I want to know, now that you've heard that, what are you thinking about that?
I mean, it's just him talking. At the end of the day, nobody's really worried about him. At the end of the day, if you really see them mic'd up and everything, they had their intentions to really, take me out the game. Everything about that day was to take me out the game, to not let me catch a ball. To do things to really take me out of my game. But at that point of the season, we already had solidified in the playoffs. We already had won the division. I didn't even play the whole game. But you can't call it a 180-yarder a fluke. That's something that's not a fluke. You can't just walk up on 180 yards in the NFL, especially being one of the top players. So they played totally different the second time. They did not even play man the second time at all. So, I mean, that statement of him playing man and beating me up all game is very not true. And if you see the film, you can see it.
No cap there. What did you think when you saw Jaire gritty? And then that makes me want to figure out, at any point, do you think you will retire the gritty?
Well, first of all, for him to do a gritty off an incomplete pass is very funny to me. It just goes to show you the amount of attention that he was trying to give me by just doing stuff like that, trash talking after every play, things like that. It's funny to me, but there's always a target on my back. There's always people trying to take me out the game, make their mark on me. Once they get those opportunities. But it's all good. This is a new year. We don't get to play them at home when it's cold. We get to go there early in the season when it's a little warmer, and then they play us late in the season, prime time. So, I guess we're gonna see what all of the talk is about. Hopefully, they don't have me, double team with the safety over top of them.
Pivoting away from the gritty, I want to figure out top 5 wide receivers in NFL history. Who's your top 5?
Top 5 in NFL history. I would have to say Jerry Rice. In no order. This is no order.
Okay.
Jerry Rice. I have to say Randy Moss. I'm a big Calvin Johnson fan. I feel like no one has impacted the game like Calvin Johnson. And number 4.
4.
I'm gonna have to say Chris Carter because that's my dog.
Are you 5?
I'm not 5 yet. I can't put me in the 5 yet. I gotta earn my stripes before I put myself in the all-time best receiver list. So there's some room I gotta improve on and achieve. There's some yards that I gotta make up, get to, because Jerry Rice definitely blew it out the water with the pretty much 20 years that he has played. Chris Carter definitely has some yardage with the Vikings, and it's definitely going to be tough, but I'm on the way for sure.
You have one more though. You only gave me 4 receivers.
Oh, number 5. Trying to think right now.
It can be you. You can look into the future and be like, yeah, it's gonna be me.
Well, it's gonna be me then. Okay. How about that? We can do that.
For the folks who are wanting to figure out, all right, I've got my fantasy draft coming up. What's your pitch? Do you care at all about fantasy, and why should they take you wherever you think that you should go in their draft? Should you be first overall?
I don't really. I think I started to care less about it as much, just because when fans make it a big serious thing, they get mad at you for not getting the amount of points that they expect you to get, the amount of yards, the amount of catches, and everything. So I started to lean away from it, just because people get annoying with it sometimes. But I definitely think I should be first pick, just with the year that I'm expected to have, coming off of the Offensive Player of the Year. And I'm still young and still haven't really got to my prime yet. So there's definitely so much more room that I need to go.
Okay, and just to be sure, you're not retiring the gritty yet, right? That celebration is still going to keep going on with you?
Yeah, I'm still. I definitely think that's to a part of my signature, move. When people think of the gritty, especially in football, they think about me. So I definitely think I'm gonna keep it around, but mix it up a little bit. Do a couple of other things. Mix the gritty into it. Switch it up.
Okay. We look forward to seeing that. I look forward to finding out how I'm going to get my sleep number bed. He's Justin Jefferson. Appreciate you so much for your time. We'll get that all squared away later.
Of course.
When you look at Justin's numbers, last season, 2022, was one for the record books, the Offensive Player of the Year. At 23 years old, he was the youngest ever to win that award. He led the NFL in receptions and receiving yards and has the most reception yards in his first 3 seasons at 4,825. Justin Jefferson doing it all for the Vikings.